say.
Bang it. Bang it.
Banging some broad.
Hey, everybody. This is Bob.
Hey, everybody, this is Miles.
Oh, my gosh.
I hurt my throat.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You better be careful.
Oh, no, I hurt myself.
You're going to get a hernia. Got a hernia from trying to do a funny voice.
Whoa.
Doctor, I'm sorry to bother you. I got a hernia. Doing a funny voice. Yeah. Trying to be the Nicolas Cage of podcasting.
I tried to podcast and no, it goes crazy.
Oh. I don't want to go into too much detail. I'm kind of down tonight because we were supposed to have something special happen. That didn't work out exactly the way I wanted to, and so you're gonna get this instead for now, and until we can get that
Bob
figured
lost
out.
his Cialis. Now he's all upset.
That's right. Exactly.
All right, man.
It's rope.
Well, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, that's awful nice of you. I figured you'd be all over my shit, so.
Nah, I've been bitching about it secretly to my wife, but I mean.
Well, I know, but that's, you have an ongoing dialogue there of bitching about things, so.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
It's your only release.
I know.
If you didn't have your wife,
She's the only one that will listen.
Exactly. People, let me tell you about my best friend. Nobody remembers that, but yeah. So anyway, hey everybody, we're here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's October already. Go figure, huh?
I've heard that. Yes, I've heard it.
Weird, wild.
That's the wackiest thing you said all night.
That's the wackiest. That's the craziest thing.
This is called Bob Doesn't Have a Story Night. Yeah. Hey, can I tell my story?
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm a little depressed, but go right ahead.
Oh well, Jesus Christ!
I'm
I'm around depressed people all the time. Okay, really, I don't. Yeah, please, I don't.
Right, well, cheer me up.
That's just me, and that's just me talking to myself. Okay,
yeah.
So
that's right. It's just me. It's me and my five other my other aliases that I use.
Mandrake. So, we cheaped out tonight. It's like, listen, no one wants to cook anything. Let's just get something. And my wife's like, well, go to McDonald's. I'm like, all right.
Oh, they went to the Mickey D's, the Maccas.
Yeah. Let's be like Bob Lamont and go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Big shots.
Yeah, we went to McDonald's the other day. Yeah.
Give me a McDouble.
Yeah.
So I get the order. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a pretty simple order. I'm picking up for my wife, myself, and my son, and I drive over there, and pretty uneventful. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, there's a little bit of a line, but it always moves pretty fast. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be home in minutes.
That's right.
What can possibly go wrong, right? There's nothing that could ruin this experience.
I grab my coat and grab my hat. Run down to Macca's in a minute. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And all right, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's my turn to order. What could go wrong?
Wait, did you go in? You didn't go to the drive-thru?
No, I went to the drive-thru. I'm in the drive-thru.
I was like, man, I didn't think you went inside. Jesus Christ, what are you?
No, I had my dog with me, so my dog. And
okay.
About 5 seconds before it comes time to order, this son of a bitch in this huge freaking like diesel freaking pickup truck, pulls up behind me
Blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
blah,
Yeah,
blah.
it's just like that, but now it's like 10 times louder than what you're doing, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Please order. I'm like, yeah, I'll have the number 7. And then, what? I'll have the number 7. Sir, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'll have the number 7, please. Sir, could you say that again?
Number
What the fucking number? Tiger, fucking tiger. You know, I'm just like losing my shit. I'm like, do I have to jump out of the car and walk back to this, dumbass behind me? Like, can you turn off this piece of shit?
Yeah.
Your Durango, whatever the fuck you're driving, your Ram or whatever, turn it off.
Yeah.
Because this, dumbass can't hear me,
Gotcha. I can't.
I'm like, what's going to happen? I can't get my order in. Are they just going to tell me to leave? I mean, I'm starting to freak out now. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. How are you going to just pull up to the window? You should just say, I'm pulling up to the window.
No, that was her idea. She goes, sir, please pull up to the second window, sir.
Yeah, we'll just take your order.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Right?
Did you know for a while McDonald's actually had what they call face-to-face, where you didn't actually order it, you ordered at a window? And then...
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I know how shit works. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, you got to still wait in line, and this, knucklehead, it's his turn to order. And I noticed she must have said something to him, because then he immediately turns off the truck.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, you dick. You never play Bushwood again.
No.
I could not. I've never had this happen. I thought.
Really?
I mean, it's such a minor Seinfeld kind of thing, but still at the same time, I've never had it where like the person literally could not hear me. Like, sir, please, we cannot hear you say number 7.
Really, that's bizarre.
Please give us an order.
There's a lot of loud cars in the drive-thru, so this is amazing.
I mean, I think it was. I mean, it was loud, but I didn't think it was that loud. That stupid broad couldn't hear. Like what?
Well, maybe she just was having fun. She just wanted to see you in person.
I don't know. She did not look very happy.
You see who's at the drive-thru? It's Barney Rubble.
Because it was like her, like, yeah. Hey, Fred! And, so it's like this really, like angry-looking girl, and then, like, the dude looks completely over-medicated. Like, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Crimson and Clover.
Hi.
Interesting.
How are you?
Weird.
They're like, all right, sir, we have your order. Please go ahead. Please go to the next window, please. And they give me the drink, and they're like, please pull forward into the stalls, please. I'm like, Jesus. I could have left by now had this chunkhead not been behind me. Now I'm not going to be home for like half an hour because I'm going to have to wait for him.
Gosh.
No one can hear me. Yeah.
Inconvenient Macca's story.
I know. So I pull
We don't call
up.
it Macca here, do we? That's like a Australian thing, I think. Macca.
I never heard. No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Really? You never heard it called Macca's instead of McDonald's or Mickey D's?
No.
No?
It's Mickey D's.
I've heard it several times. I can't remember where, but I think it's a.
Oh, well, you know all those cool people. Actually, yeah, I don't know all these cool people like you. You know all these worldly people.
That's true. That's true. I hang out with a very...
Like, I know no foreign people at all. And you're like, oh, that's half my friends.
I do hang out with the international crowd, yes.
Yes, I will give you that. You have that over me completely.
Yes.
You win that contest. And
they call it Macca's in Dubai.
Macca's.
I think it's Australians call it Macca's.
Anyway. Crikey, let's have some Macca's.
Macca's. Put another shrimp on the Macca.
Yay.
Well, did you get your food, or did it work out, or?
No, I had to wait, and I had my dog with me, and he's all bummed out because he didn't get. He likes to hustle free food,
Yeah, nobody offered to give you anything.
No,
with the dog? Really?
No, not. They don't do it there. Other places gladly will do it. You don't even have to ask for it. Like Liz do it,
Yeah.
And so now he's discovered that the car next to us, there's like a dog looks just like him in the next car
Oh,
over, and he's all freaked out, like he's going ape shit. I'm like,
that's just a
oh,
mirror.
yeah, no, there was a real dog because people were
Oh, okay.
laughing and
Okay.
stuff. And, he's going all ape shit.
When I worked at McDonald's, they had the things that sat in the bin too long. You basically you'd throw them away, but you'd put them in this bucket that they counted how much went into waste. And I used to just pull things out of there and give it to dogs and drive through.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I did.
If anything, you're buying people's loyalty. Like, oh wow, look how cool this place is. They gave my dog a hamburger.
Yeah, it was going to get
I don't
thrown
know.
away. You saved
I
the
think it's
wrapper.
cool.
You saved the wrapper so you could count it, but then you gave the actual food to the dog. So
He's good getting bacon and ice cream. I'm like, hey,
wow.
bacon ice cream. I go, that's a new thing.
Bacon ice cream, really?
No, I don't know. I just thought of it. I was like, man, what if you could market that?
Bacon ice? I think they make it, but I don't. Doesn't
Oh,
sound good to
thanks
me.
a lot. It takes a lot.
Yeah,
First
they
time
went
a
through that
horrible
whole
night.
time where they made bacon everything, So
Mhm.
yeah, I think they made bacon ice cream. I'm sorry.
Only they'll make bacon schmeg.
How about butterscotch? Do they make butterscotch?
What about bacon schmegma? Do they have any of that? Because I'd be very interested in that.
How about just vanilla bean? You think somebody's made that yet?
Do you think they could make some bacon?
Interesting. Well,
So yeah, after like half an hour, I come home and everyone's like, "What?
where the
Where's
fuck's my
the-"
food? For Christ's sake, you went to McDonald's.
And then I'm all in a mood, like, you
Here's
can
your
have the
goddamn
fries.
number 7. They shorted us a
What?
fry. Oh, son of a bitch.
I felt like I was in that, Dave's Not Here sketch.
Dave's not here, man.
No, open the door, man. Open.
I'm Dave.
Dave's not
No,
here.
Dave's not here.
No, man, open the door, man.
Well, hey, that's great. Well, I'm glad you got to eat finally, because I know, you get a little cranky.
Well, I don't like to work on my winter reserves. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to lose any.
Yeah, this is like my
I've
national
saved up.
gas
This
supply.
is my life savings right here. I don't want to lose any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, it was kind of a first, Just like,
Well, that's amazingly enough. I know people think that we, sit in the writer's room all day for this stuff, but I had a fast food interesting time as well.
Now, this is not really that fantastic because about every fourth story is you eating fast food or ordering fast food.
That's true. I do love the fast
So
food.
this is not quite the coincidence that you might want to lead people to believe.
Okay, well, at least it's not a haircut story.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or what else? Jury duty, haircut,
going to Walmart.
time change that comes up sometimes.
Every twice a year. Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
So I was recently in Kansas City. I was on a little pseudo business trip, and so in the afternoon, I was actually traveling with my wife. We had separate business to do in the same city, so we went together, and so it was lunchtime, and I said, "Well, I have some time. I will go get us a sandwich." And I'll have it, we'll just meet back up at the room. We'll have our sandwich, and then we'll go about our business, right? So, because she didn't have time to really go to lunch, and so I'm like, that's fine. I'll get you a sandwich, and we'll just have our sandwich in the room, and then, she can go back to doing what she needed to do, and I'll do what I need to do. So,
Yeah.
there was a Jimmy John's not too far from the hotel, and so, I went out to go to the Jimmy John's to get myself, these sandwiches, and good choice,
Yeah.
decent choice, right?
Get the Big John, man.
Well, no, we don't. Yeah, I'm not getting no. I can't order anything called Big John. No offense to anybody, but
I've had Big John many a time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Always satisfied.
Not always a sandwich either.
That's right.
So I'm like, there's nobody there. There's a bunch of people working. Probably like, I don't know, 10 people working there in the back. I could see them all.
Yeah.
And I'm the only person that I walk in. I don't think there's anybody else in the place. And it's not really that. I went a little early, because I had to get back, and it took about 10 minutes or something. And so I'm like, well, okay, whatever. And it's in the middle of the city. So I go in there and I go to the counter, and the way Jimmy John's is set up, you kind of walk up and there's a couple of registers, and to the one side is actually where the people make the sandwiches, right?
Correct.
And there's two people standing there, like looking at me, waiting for me to say my order so they could immediately make me a sandwich.
Freaky fast.
Yeah, and I made a comment. I go, "Wow, you guys are really, really ready to go here." And then the lady at the register, I mean, she is like, she had the wiggles. I don't know how to put it, but
she had the wiggles.
She was moving around. She's like, "Yeah, we're ready to take your order." Yeah. And she's wiggling and moving her hands and moving her body. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah. And I mean, no, not in a good way. Not in.
This was not like a turn on, right? This was
not in any kind of. This is not a person that you want wiggling in front of you, to be honest.
Wiggling's for free.
This is like if the lunch lady from your grade school was standing there wiggling around in front of you, and she's like, "Yeah, ready to take your order. Ready to take your order." Wait,
is it Jimmy 2 times?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding. This lady was hopped up on something. I don't know what was going on, and she's like, so I start telling my order, and she just starts randomly hitting buttons. I swear to God, I go, "Okay, I need to get." The little Jimmy or whatever. She's like, beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, and
it sounds like that old J.C. Penney's cash registers. They had made like a lot of noise.
Yeah, they did. And then I'm like, and then I go, and chips. I'm like,
There's multiple keys for chips?
Yes, it's almost like she's just taking her whole hand and every finger touching a button. And she's like, and then I need, and then these guys start working on these sandwiches as I'm calling them out, putting them all together. And then she's like, and then, chip, and then I'll take a couple of these Diet Cokes. And then...
Was she typing out the actual names of these things?
I don't know what was. I cannot tell you. This woman acted like a preschooler had to go to the bathroom. That's how she was acting. And she's like, and then the people are making the sandwiches, and then the lady who was making the sandwich, they got all the sandwiches made, and the lady who's making the sandwiches looks over and she goes, "You did that wrong."
What?
You did that wrong. And she proceeds to clear out this hundreds of beeps on the register.
Okay, you owe us $4,000.
Yeah, exactly. She kept telling me prices, and I'm like, $30 for 2 sandwiches does not sound right to me. But the other lady
good sandwiches.
Yeah, the other lady intervened, and she's like, "Take that out. This is a combo. This is a combo." And she's like erasing things, and she's like, "Deet deet deet deet." $12.95. I swear to God, this lady at the register was hopped up on meth or something. She was so wacky. And hitting so many buttons, you know what I mean? She just could not stop moving. And basically the lady who made my sandwich put my order in, and then I paid. And the only thing the lady at the register did was let me put my credit card in to pay for this thing. So that was an interesting thing. And then I'm like, "Can I get another bag for these sodas?" "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah." She's dancing around, and then the other lady's like, "Here's a bag." It was just, I don't know what was. Yeah. She was like gone. This woman was just gone. And I'm like, I think if she was, I think I know why she's not making sandwiches today.
Yeah, making it,
She can't really handle anything. I don't know. But
making it.
that wasn't my only encounter. So
Oh my god.
yeah, you will. So a little bit like the next day or whatever, you put me on this mission for your nephew or something to get these postcards, and nobody has postcards anymore. Nobody.
Yeah.
I walked all around downtown looking for postcards in Kansas City to send this poor child. And we ended up, I finally, I went, so we went out to dinner one night, and there was a CVS near where we were going to dinner. And so I said, let's go in the CVS. Maybe they'll have a postcard. There wasn't any in the hotel. There wasn't any of the little places around the hotel. I'm like, so maybe they'll have one at the CVS. And my wife's like, yeah, I need to pick up something. We'll go over there. So we go to the CVS, and I look around a little bit. I can't find shit. And so there's this guy. He looked a little bit like you. But anyway, I go, hey, you got any postcards? He goes, oh, yeah, right here. Come over this way, Do, 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 do. He's walking like 100 miles an hour. And he takes me back to like the stationery, right? And he goes, there you go, right there. Okay, tell me if you need anything else. Bye. He's out of there. And I'm standing there looking. I'm like, this isn't postcard. These are note cards. This guy totally just took me to the note cards, dumped me off in the middle of the store, and took off. And then, so I kept looking around, and then I see him come out of the corner of my eye, and I turned to him, I go, no, I don't think you understood me. I said postcards. Oh, okay. And he drops me off again in another part of the store. Post-it notes. Oh. No postcards. No.
Oh, shit.
I go, I don't think this guy knows what I'm even talking about. He heard card and he heard post, and he's just taking me to random places inside this CVS.
Right.
And then my wife catches up with me, and she's like, any luck? I'm like, I don't think anybody knows what a postcard is anymore.
What?
Yeah. So I finally so we ate dinner, and had a very nice dinner, by the way. And and afterwards, while we're waiting on stuff or whatever, I looked up, and there was a Hallmark store across the street.
Yeah.
And I was looking online of where to find postcards. I actually did a web search, and they said Hallmark stores sometimes have postcards. And so I said, do you mind if we run over to the Hallmark store? She's like, no, that's fine. Let's go over there, So we head over to the Hallmark store, and I go in, and the Hallmark store is always filled with these nice kind of middle-aged women that help you.
Usually,
yeah. So this lady,
yeah.
I go, I'm looking for postcards, assuming, of course, that she's not going to have any. And she goes, oh, yes, we do. We have postcards.
Oh, God.
I go, great. Let me take a look at the postcards. And she walks me around, and she puts me in front of this little display.
Yeah.
Which it's not like, usually they had those big racks with the.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a nice little display. It has some other, knick-knacky bullshit on it. And I'm like looking, like, where are the postcards?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, right here. They had 3 postcards. 3 different ones. They were like on this little shelf that was kind of a cubby on this whole other display with a bunch of other, knick-knacky crap on it. And she's like, we have 3. I'm like, oh, fantastic, thank you. But it worked out because one of the 3 was actually appropriate. One was just a wreath on an old truck, which didn't say anything.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then the other one said Kansas City, but it was a picture of something that I don't even know where it's at in Kansas City, to be honest with you. And then the last one was a fountain. There's a lot of fountains in Kansas City, and it was something I recognized and looks like Kansas City. So I got him that one. But the hilarious thing was we were in Kansas. We went into dinner in Kansas. We weren't anywhere near Kansas City downtown area at this point. Yeah.
Right.
We were probably, I don't know, 20 minutes away. I don't know what it was.
Oh my God. Yeah. I feel bad now. I just asked for this little favor.
Oh, no, don't feel bad. I love doing that kind of stuff. And I did Flat Stanley for somebody in your family at one point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so, my wife is like, so I did that one and I said, well, now I want to get one in Illinois. And so I live in Illinois and here in the St. Louis metro. And I went to like 5 places, no postcards. Not even the Hallmark nearby had postcards.
I would think with all the sports teams and stuff, though, there would be...
No, I could have got a shot glass. Several state shot glasses. In fact, they had like all 50 states in a truck stop I went to, but of shot glasses, but no postcards. And then I asked I went to this one truck stop that's not too far from where I live. I've never been there. I've lived here for a long time now, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually going to go in this place. I've never been in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
and, it's kind of a hole. I went in there, and the hilarious thing was I felt so out of place. Like I've lived in this area for 20 plus years, and I walk into this truck stop, and everybody looks at me like, "What are you doing here?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm like, so I went and talked to the lady. She's like, "No, honey, we ain't got no postcards. I don't know that anybody's got no postcards."
Well, we got one of them hats. It looks like Chinese, but when you flip it upside down, it says FU on it.
That's right. Yeah. We got the bikini inspector and the I go, this is for a school project. Oh. It was just amazing. Now, you asked me this, and I thought for sure, this is a breeze. This is going to be easy.
I just figured, you'd be the guy. You're the guy, man.
And then I get home from doing this whole parade of trying to, and my wife goes, "You're taking this all too seriously."
Your friend is such a jerk. I can't believe you're doing this.
No, she didn't say that. She just said I was the one that was being overly zealous. And I'm like, well, I like to do, it's a kid project. I want to help this kid with this project.
You're it's like the bicycle thief. You just can't. You're on the thing, and you're looking.
Yeah. So anyway, So just so you know, postcards.
Thank you. If
you want to get a postcard to send to somebody, you better just pick it up when you see it and hold on to it for a while, because you're not going to see another fucking postcard for a while. So.
Man, wow! I didn't think that was that hard to find them.
I didn't either. I guess people don't send them anymore.
I guess.
I don't know why. Maybe that's a business opportunity. I don't know why they don't make the postcard with the postage on it.
Yeah.
Because the hard part with the postcard is always getting the postage, because then you got to go to the fucking,
Actually, there's a place around here you can go. It's a wooden postcard.
What?
It's a wooden postcard.
Did you send this to your nephew or whatever?
No, I haven't been to this place in a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, you probably get one of those wooden postcards and send to him.
Maybe I'll have to send it to you too, just so you can see it.
just so I'll shut up.
Yeah, like, what, Miles? What's this magical thing you sent me?
Well, it certainly can't be as bad as some other postcards you've sent me in the past. Anyway.
Yeah.
But, postcards, go figure, right? I don't know. But apparently the fast food and drugstore industry is filled with people who are taking pep pills or something.